On today's tutorial, I'll be explaining some things you need to know as a beginner when you're working with a beaded and non-beaded judges. You'll also be learning some tricks and techniques that will give you a neat finishing. You will not only be learning how to drape a detachable false illusion wrapper with skate hook, I will also be teaching you my own method that works for me. So make sure you don't skip any part and also watch till the end so that you can learn one or two things that you can apply to your work. At the end of this video, if you find my tutorial helpful, please do not forget to subscribe to my channel and like my video. Okay, this is the judge that I'll be working with. It's heavily beaded judge. There are some things you need to know when you're working with a heavily beaded judge, so make sure you pay attention. So for the wrapper, I have about 2.5 yards here. There are some people, they would not like to use the full 2.5 yards. What you need to do is to take off 1 yard or half yard. For me, I'll be using the 2.5 yards that I have here. When you are not making use of the whole wrapper, you know that you need to break some beads so that it will be easy for you when you want to attach it on your main dress. Just use your hammer to break the part that you'll be attaching on the dress. I'll be showing you some examples as we go on. And also note that it's not all judge that you use hammer to break, especially those ones that have stones. What you just need to do is to use your scissors to remove the stones before you use your hammer to break it. Otherwise, you end up spoiling the judge. If you're not making use of the whole wrapper, what you need to do is to take off 1 yard or half yard. So you then break the base. This is the back dress. I've finished turning it with lining. So when you want to attach your wrapper, you also need to break the beads on the down part of the dress. The sewing allowance I added on this dress is 2 inches. So I broke the piece up to 2 inches. After sewing it with lining, I have 1.5. So you iron it properly before attaching your wrapper. Okay, when you are not making use of the whole wrapper, you have to attach it on the center back. If you are attaching it on the center back, you need to take out 1 yard, and by the side you need to take out half yard. I don't want to teach you the one that will start from the center back. The one I'm teaching you is the one that will cover the back part. So you first of all determine the left side, as we all know that wrapper normally goes to the left side. And we also know that the outer wrapper doesn't cover the down part. So for that, you need to come up by 12 inches or 10 inches, depending on how much you want it to show. So after that, you place it. By that time, you have break your piece. You now place it directly on where you measure the 12 inches. You place it on your sewing allowance. So when I get to the knee measurement, I will start pleating it. Make sure your pleating is not bulky, and when you are pleating, use your pin to hold it as you pleat. So I'm not going to be pleating it up to the waistline. I'll be measuring from my waistline down to 7 inches. That's where my pleating will stop. By that, I've pleated all the excess I have. The reason why I came down by 7 inches is because of the zipper allowance, so that it will enable me to unzip when I want to wear the dress. So after that, you now shape it. I'll place the front part on it and shape it. If you want to shape the other side, you can now shift your wrapper and shape the other side. I won't be doing that because that's not the style my client requested, and I'm making use of the full wrapper. So what I will be doing now is to close the dress. I will shape it first before working on the wrapper, because I'm going to be doing detachable wrapper. For this detachable wrapper, you'll be needing your curved needle. If you don't have curved needle, you can also make use of your straight needle, but curved needle will just make your work easier. And you also be needing your skate hook. The skate hook is what I'll be using for the detachable wrapper. So I'm done shaping the dress. Can you see what I have? Please make sure you subscribe to my channel if you find my video helpful. I have the down part of the wrapper here, so I will measure up to 12 inches. After getting the 12 inches, I will pin it down. I'll just use my pin to hold it at that 12 inches, the way you see me doing. I don't want it to pass that 12 inches when I'm draping. That's why I'm holding it. I'll also hold this side with a pin. After that, I will now measure the part that will go to the side. This one will be from the center back to the left side, so I have 30 inches for that. If you don't want it to be too bulky by the side, you can make use of 25 inches. So I will hold it at that 30 inches. From there, I'll be pleating it the way you see me doing. Just be holding it this way. Can you see what I'm doing? So as you are draping it, you'll be checking the down part. As you can see, I don't have any excess. I have draped all. It's now straight. No more folding. So I will be placing it directly where my zipper stops. Just watch what I'm doing. So before you place it, you need to use your hand needle to tack it. When you are threading your needle, make sure you double it into 4 so that it won't cut. Can you see how I inserted my needle? I will make sure I sew it very well so that it won't cut. Just fix your eyes on the screen. You understand what I'm doing. As you can see, I fast forwarded it. So you need to take your time to hold it very well so that it won't lose. After sewing it, you just secure it by knotting it very well. If you are not making use of hook, you just tack it down on the dress. This method of using skirt hook to attach your illusion wrapper is very nice. You can remove it after your ceremony. Maybe you use it to do another thing, use it to sew another cloth, so you don't need to spoil your wrapper. I will advise, when you want to do any illusion wrapper, call your client for fitting. Let your client wear the clothes before draping the wrapper on her. Or if your client is not close, you can use a mannequin that have the same body measurements with her. In a situation where you don't have a mannequin, you can look for someone that have the same body measurement with your client. Don't just drape without these options, otherwise you won't see the fittings. So this part now is the part that will go from the back to the front and then to the left side where the wrapper will drop. So before I attach my skirt hook, I will make sure I secure this part very well. Knot it so that it won't lose. So after that, I will cut off my thread. After tying it very well, you can see what I have. Can you see that? So the next thing I'll be doing now is to attach my skirt hook. I've gone ahead to thread my needle. Please make sure you double your thread when you want to sew the wrapper and also when you want to attach your skirt hook. Just place the flat hook directly under where your zipper stops and you sew it the way you normally sew your skirt hook. After sewing it, I will secure it very well. Please make sure you use curved needle because it will just make your work easier. You don't need to stress. So after sewing it, I will secure it and I'll cut off the excess thread. After that, I will also sew this part down. We do that off camera. So for this one, I will just press it down a little. After that, I will now attach it at the middle. Can you see? Don't attach it at the tip, just at the middle where you folded. So I will sew it off camera. After sewing it, I will wear the dress on my mannequin so that I can show you how you can drape it very well. Please make sure you sew the skirt hook very well so that it won't fall off when you are dancing. So you need to wear it on your client body to finish it up. For me, the mannequin I have here is the same body size with my client, so I will go off camera now and wear it on my mannequin so that you can see what I'm doing clearly. Okay, can you see the flat hook I attach under the zip? So I will hook it down first. Can you see that the hook is at the middle? If you keep it at the tip, the hook will be showing. So I've hooked it down. I will first of all drape the longer one, the one that will go from the front to the side where it will drop. On this side, I measured from my waist to 6 inches. As you can see, I've gone ahead to attach my flat hook. I will take the longer part and I will hold it to form gathers. So when you are draping it, be checking the down part so that it won't be shorter than the one you attach on the center back. Make sure it's equal. After getting what I want, I will now sew it down. I will also sew it the same way I sewed the one I attach on the center back. I will do that off camera. After that, I will go ahead and attach my skate hook on it. So I'm done attaching the skate hook. Please know that you can sew it directly on your dress instead of using skate hook. There's some people, they prefer you tack it directly on their dress. This method is trending because it's much easier than tacking it on your dress. So it's better you work smarter than stressing yourself. So after attaching it, I will hook it. Can you see? You press it down a little and you hook it. So after hooking it, I will drape another one. This one now will go to the left hand side where it will drop. Just feast your eyes on the screen, you understand what I'm doing. Can you see how I'm taking it up? That's how it will be. For the side where it will drop, I will measure from my waist to 1.5 inches, or you can do it 2 inches. For me, I use 1.5. I don't want it to be too up. All right. When you are doing your draping, make sure you are checking your work to know whether it's giving you what you want. So after getting what I want, I will hold it and I will use my hand needle to tack it. So I will also do this one off camera because I need to take my time to hold it very well. Can you see the way I inserted my needle? Just take it bit by bit and make sure you sew it very well so that it won't lose. After sewing it, I went ahead to attach my hook, and I also attached the one on the waistline. Can you see I've hooked it down? So it won't be like this. You have to make it stylish so that it will look like actual wrapper. Can you see the way I'm holding it? I will hold it together like this and I will start sewing. When you want to insert your needle, insert it where the thread will be hidden. Can you see how I inserted it? I will raise this part up a little bit. Can you see? Just watch closely what I'm doing, you get it right. I have to fast forward it a little bit so that it won't take too much time. For this side, you have to be creative with it. When you are sewing it, just be checking it whether it's giving you what you want. So I'll make sure I sew it in such a way it will look like actual wrapper. That's what I want to achieve. Can you see what I'm doing? I'm trying to conceal it so that nobody will know that I did hand tacking on this part. So I'll flip it this way. Just let your creativity guide you. Can you see what I have there? It's coming out already. So if you're looking at it now, you won't know that I did hand tacking on this part, because I've already concealed it with this part that have net on it. Can you see what I have? So the next thing now is to take the shorter one to the side. So I'll first of all hook it on the center back. So I will measure from the waist to 6 inches. That's where I will be attaching this part. So I will be draping it. Please make sure that it's tight. Hold it in such a way it will lap on the dress. All right. So after holding it and making sure that the length is equal, I will start gathering it with my hand needle. This part is very important. If you don't drape it very well, it will not come out well. So you make sure you hold it in such a way it will relax very well on the dress. After getting what you want, you now fix your hook and you hook it down. Can you see what I have? It really came out so nice and beautiful. This video is not doing justice to this dress. You need to see the finished look on my client body, and she really likes it very well.